Want to go this winter?
I wouldn't be very good at it.
Well, you'd learn.
Wow. Enough numbers in the game.
Let's see if they turn him loose on 3-0. Ball 4, Gregorius walks, moving Sanchez to second.
You can see that Berrios uses two types of fastballs. He will sink the ball at 93, 94, 96, 97. That's his four-seamer. A great arm.
Pitching coach Neil Allen. Neil Allen describes Berrios' curveball as Bugs Bunny-like.
That's the old school term. Up and down.
Here's Chase Headley. And Jimenez wants to talk with Berrios. Sounded or seemed attentive out there. Just underway here at the stadium. Twins scored a run in the first. Yankees batting in the bottom of the first. First and second, 2 men out. There's a strike. 1-1. Two and one. This month has been a good month for Chase Headley. Well, every month has been, except for May, which kind of drove his numbers down. 339 this month, 3 homers, 9 ribbies, 11 runs scored. Sanchez off second, Gregorius off first, Headley at the plate with a 2-1 count. Two and two.
I'll tell you what really has helped this lineup, Michael, and it's just not Chase Headley hitting, but he's hitting for both sides now. It adds so much balance to the lineup when you're hitting the ball right-handed and left-handed. You know, earlier in the year when he turned it around, it was all left-handed. Now he's swinging it good from both sides of the plate.
Three-one. 2-2, I'm sorry, punches him out, and Headley is down looking. No runs a hit, no errors, and 2 men left. We've played one. It's 1-0 Twins.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China, and then pay your roommate back for the lo mein from Chinatown,
thanks, dude. Dang on it, bro.
PayPal can do that. PayPal lets you pay friends back fast, so you can all chip in for gas and start your road trip off right.
Car's ready?
Wrong car.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. You guys want to check it out?
It's someone else's car.
What is this?
It's the all-new Chevy Equinox.
This feels like a luxury SUV.
Your car's here.
Bummer.
Do we have to take that one back?
Wah, wah.
Can I take this one home?
Current qualified Chevrolet lessees can get this all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox LT for around $199 a month, or get $2,500 total cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Kayak can't search hundreds of haircuts to find the best one.
No.
But it can search hundreds of travel sites to find the best flight, hotel, or rental car.
Huh?
Oh, you look great.
Yeah, I knew it.
Compare hundreds of travel sites at once. Kayak. Search one and done.
Andre is an air traffic controller. When it comes to planning the best routes, nobody does it better. He's also a championship-winning football coach. Look at that formation. But when it comes to mortgages, he's less confident. Fortunately for Andre, there's Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. It's simple, so he can understand the details and be sure he's getting the right mortgage. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently.
Brought to you by Toyota. Prius Prime is the official hybrid vehicle of the New York Yankees. Why do you think the Twins are able to turn things around so well from 16 to 17? Robbie Nick 14. Young players like Kepler, Rosario, Berrios, Buxton, and Polanco playing really well, combined with the vets being solid. Follow Yes Network and tweet us your responses using hashtag Yankees Prius Prime. Keep the conversation going. Rosario takes high as we start the second inning. 1-0, Twins lead. Now the Twins trying to become the first team in baseball history to lose over 100 games and make the playoffs the next year. Fouled away. 3 previous teams have gone 65 and 97 and made the playoffs the next year. The 1990 Braves were bad. 1991 Braves, World Series team. 1998 Diamondbacks, then the 1999 Diamondbacks made the playoffs. And then the Diamondbacks did it again. 2010, they lost 97 games. 2011, they made the playoffs. Grounded foul. The 90-91 Braves, they went from worst to first. That was the motto. That pitching became mature all of a sudden.
CC tying Rosario up with that cutter in. Little guy, but tremendous power. 26 home runs on the year. Spinner received right off the label. Not where you intend to hit it as a hitter.
The 1-2. Grounded to short. Boy, Rosario flying down the line, but Didi guns him out for the first out.
Well, you saw the reaction to Didi, like, wow, a lot closer than I thought. He kind of got jammed, but you get out of the box kind of quick, too. They're kind of slow. Closer than you think.
And here's Robbie Grossman. 3 for his last 19. And CC starts him with a strike on the outside corner. And 2.
Be a good inning for CC to bounce back and have a nice clean inning after the kind of slow start. Wasn't high pitch count though. Kind of weird. James and I were talking before between innings. A couple bunts and a double play. Give up a run with bases loaded and only used 10 pitches.
Grossman down on strikes. 2 away. And that strikeout ties Mickey Lolich for third most for a left-handed pitcher. Only Randy Johnson and Steve Carlton have more.
Detroit Tiger, Mickey Lolich. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember him? He probably watched him pitch as an American League fan.
And then he pitched in the National League after that.
Just always get he and Denny McLain mixed up. Denny McLain won 30 games.
Mm-hmm. The 1-0. Strike, 2-1. Jimenez has worked 8 walks in his last 9 games, so hitting .211 overall, 6 homers and 15 ribbies. 2-2. Three and two.
You know, we don't feel it up here very much, Michael. Every once in a while we're getting a gust, but really windy out there right now. If you look at the flags coming straight in from left field, times can kind of affect fly balls and even pitch. These flags are covered a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Jimenez down on strikes. So CC works a 1-2-3 second inning. We go to the bottom of the second.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types, because sometimes debit makes sense. And other times, credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
Car's ready?
Wrong car.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. You guys want to check it out?
It's someone else's car.
What is this?
It's the all-new Chevy Equinox.
This feels like a luxury SUV.
Your car's here.
Bummer.
Do we have to take that one back?
Wah, wah.
Can I take this one home?
Current qualified Chevrolet lessees can get this all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox LT for around $199 a month, or get $2,500 total cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
College mascots. When it comes to hyping up football fans, nobody does it better. But when it comes to mortgages, they're less confident. Fortunately, there's Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. It's simple, so they can understand the details and be sure they're getting the right mortgage. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, proud supporter of college athletics.
I got my Spark Cash card from Capital One to put thousands of dollars every year back into my landscaping business. Because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on all my business purchasing. And that really helps my bottom line.
Injury report brought to you by Montefiore during more state-of-the-art healthcare. Aaron Hicks expected to resume batting practice. He's been battling a strained left oblique earlier in the season. It was a right oblique that shelved him. And Adam Warren expected to throw a bullpen tomorrow. He's been suffering from lower back spasms, and the Yankees hope to have him back for the playoffs.
I'm telling you, kids are born with weaker obliques.
Got to be something.
You never heard of that injury. Everybody has bad obliques now.
But I guess in the old days, you'd say, gee, I hurt my side.
We're just getting more in depth right on the injuries.
It's got a nice name to it. You ever pull an oblique?
No. I have a sore side, though.
Two and 0. 2-0 on Castro. Ellsbury's on deck.
If you think about Aaron Hicks, it's going to be a very complicated way to get him and figure out if he's going to be ready, because it's not like you're going to have 10 games at the end of the year that don't mean anything, that you can get a guy out there. I mean, these games are so important, and your lineup's playing so well. It's going to be hard for him, especially with the minor leagues finished, to get at bats.
I guess they could do some simulated games, but that's really not going to do it.
That's such a difference from a simulated game to a real game.
Grounded to third, foul ball. I mean, you're right, Paul. Every single game counts. As long as you're mathematically in it, you definitely want to catch the Red Sox because there's a huge advantage to winning the AL East compared to being the first wild card. The first wild card, your playoffs could be over in 3.5 hours.
Yeah, no doubt.
And one of the Yankee strengths, if they go into the playoffs, is their starting staff is better than most teams. And you're going to be able to show off your depth in starting in a longer series.
Yeah.
Obviously, in a one game, if they're going for it and they have to pitch Severino on that final Sunday, all of a sudden the best you have is not pitching that wild card game. Now, you like Tanaka and Gray and obviously Sabathia, but you want Severino to start that big game. 3-2. And Castro walks. That's going to bring up Jacoby Ellsbury. And before the game, Joe Girardi spoke about how hot Ellsbury's been.
I think he's had a lot to do with this. The way he's played the last month has been special. It's kind of how we envision Jacoby playing. And, he's been a big part of it. And there's a lot of other guys that have been a big part of it. But he's been in the middle of a lot of rallies and some big hits.
Absolutely. He really has been. He's been that good. 20 for his last 46. And he has reclaimed his job. He had essentially lost it. He has reclaimed his job. Let's take a look at the cold hard facts on Ellsbury, brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Light. Last 22 games, he's hitting .385. He has 9 extra base hits, 12 ribbies, 18 runs scored, 5 stolen bases, and an on-base percentage of close to 50%. Paul, you were preaching this a couple of months ago. Ellsbury's season looked lost. But what you do in August and September, that's what people will remember. He has salvaged his season.
He has a chance to really make something out of his season. And again, going into the wild card or the playoffs, I mean, so many things are, the big games are ahead. And you go through your ups and downs of the year, but it's nice to come into the playoffs being confident.
1-2 on Ellsbury. Throw to first, not in time. Everybody wants to talk to Joe Mauer.
He's just Mr. Nice Guy over there, right?
Probably didn't want to talk to him when he caught.
No.
One, 2. 2-2 on Ellsbury.
Berrios thinks he's getting squeezed a little bit out there. A tough pitch right there. He's had a couple fastballs in and out. Gabe Morales, home plate umpire, has been very consistent. See if this ball ends up down. Good pitch.
Three and two.
Good take there by Ellsbury. Change up. A lot of times, especially after you just take a close pitch, you get a little aggressive as a hitter, thinking I can't take another close pitch. Does that one go?
Not going. Pitch fouled away. And the 3-2. Popped up on the left side. Escobar in foul territory makes the play. One down. And you hear Frank in the background. That means Todd Frazier's coming up.
I was going to say there's no confusion about songs. You know, you hear rock songs and rap songs, and then you hear Frank Sinatra. Todd Frazier struts to the plate.
And the pitch. Berrios has a good live fastball. Count 1-0. High fly ball. Shallow right center. Buxton comes over to make the play for the second out. And that was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball on the Fast Pitch Speed Analytics, brought to you by Fios. And here's Greg Bird. The combination of Bird, Headley, Frazier, and Holiday. One of them's going to sit. There's no way to get all four of them in the game. And the last two nights, it's been Holiday sitting.
Now, if you're Joe Girardi and you think about those four guys, there's a couple of them that, you know, down the road, possibly in the playoffs, where guys everybody can't play that are going to be your best pinch hitters. And in my mind, it would be Holiday because he's a DH and he can throw together a good pinch hit, and it'd be Chase Headley because he's done a little bit and he's also a switch hitter. So that might come into the decision making on who you're going to play every single day. Coming down, obviously, if somebody's hot, they're going to stay in there. That make sense to you?
It does, but I've thought about a lot about this in terms of shaping a postseason roster. If you're not going to start Holiday, he doesn't play a position.
Yeah, you're right.
And then if you do pinch hit him, you have to use another player to play the position that you just pinch hit him for.
That's where, you know, Hicks could come into the picture
Right.
as being, you know, a position player and a switch hitter. Bears is kind of up in the pitch count already in the second inning, 40 pitches. 21 of them have been balls, so trouble finding the strike zone. Yankee hitters making him work.
And Bird walks on 4 pitches, so that's the third walk issued by Berrios. First and second now for Gardner, and here comes Neil Allen. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees.
And Neil Allen had a good joke out there. He was covering his mouth, laughing. He got a little smile. Every pitching coach has a different way of handling pitchers. got the touchy-feely guys that like to rub the, the shoulders. The other guys that stare you right in the face. Neil Allen's one that likes to kind of break it up a little bit, relax you.
Mike Maddox, big shoulder toucher.
Oh, yeah.
And then the pat after the shoulder touch.
Automatic, huh?
I wouldn't enjoy that.
No.
So Gardner popped a short. That was in the first inning. And the pitch. There's a strike. They have him throwing a lot of pitches so far. 42 pitches. 2 outs here in the second inning. So 0-2 on Gardner. Twins lead 1-0. They loaded the bases in the first inning, nobody out. A double play scored a run, then CeCe escaped further damage. So that had to pick Sabathia up and worked a 1-2-3 second inning. Now we're in the bottom of the second. Start of the game delayed an hour and 5 minutes because of rain. And the 0-2. Still 0-2. Bottom of the seventh inning. Baltimore and Boston. Nothing.
Isn't that weird how baseball changes? I don't think there was an inning span yesterday that somebody didn't score in Baltimore. Tonight, 0-0 in the seventh.
That's Gosman against Pomeranz. The 0-2. Still 0-2.
Shaking that elbow a little bit, trying to stretch something out. Again, I mean, it was a strike, but it wasn't a good strike. That ball was supposed to be in to bust him in, and it kind of leaked out over the plate.
Spoiling that one. Boy, the Yankees making him work.
You see where Jimenez wants this pitch. He wants it inside. Everything's kind of, sailing away where Brett Gardner can just foul him off.
And the pitch. Laced into left center field. It is a base hit. Castro will score. Moving to third is Bird. It's an RBI double for Gardner, and the Yankees have tied the game at 1.
I'll tell you what, good at bat, but bad pitching too. He missed on 3 consecutive pitches. Ball's supposed to be in. See where it ends up. Out over here where you can just put the bat on it as a left-hander. Brought to you by Yespo, by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. Nice level swing. But Brett Gardner doesn't know where he's trying to throw it. Just sees the ball and hits it. So good base running too. Overthrown to third. Brett Gardner cruises into second. Thumbs down, Michael. Haven't seen that in a while. Huh? Back on track.
I guess so. Here's Aaron Judge. Game is tied. Second and third, 2 outs. High fly ball. Deep left center. Buxton back. And he'll make it right in front of the track for the final out. But the Yankees tie the score. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 2 men left on base.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China, and then pay your roommate back for the lo mein from Chinatown.
Thanks, dude. Dang on it, bro.
PayPal can do that. PayPal lets you pay friends back fast, so you can all chip in for gas and start your road trip off right.
Car's ready?
Wrong car.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. You guys want to check it out?
It's someone else's car.
What is this?
It's the all-new Chevy Equinox.
This feels like a luxury SUV.
Your car's here.
Bummer.
Do we have to take that one back?
Wah, wah.
Can I take this one home?
Current qualified Chevrolet lessees can get this all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox LT for around $199 a month, or get $2,500 total cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Cool cats and fly guys love the show because when they win, they look good. All new player celebrations. Road to the show. Everybody loves the show.
PlayStation.
What about Slammin' Stanton?
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. The Stanton of SWAT, the king of ding, the 4-bagger with swagger.
America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
When you've been making premium all-beef franks for over 100 years, you know what it takes to be an MVP. Check out our all-star recipe gallery of fan-submitted MVP dogs and submit yours at nathansfamous.com/MVP.
With MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcasts, StatCast news, and more. Download MLB.com at bat today. Now we go to the 3rd inning. 1-1. As Max Kepler will lead off.
Kepler really been struggling off lefties, and Oliver not wanting to get him 2 days off.
That one is drilled to right field, and it is gone. Off the facing of the second deck. Kepler goes yard. 2-1 Twins.
CC thinking the same thing. He struggles against lefties. Inside fastball. He got to this ball easy. Line drive off the facing after the second deck. Kind of a missed target. You see Gary Sanchez reach across the plate. That usually means trouble.
Well, Paul, you were right about his struggles. He had 1 hit in his last 16 at-bats against lefties. So right like that, the Twins are back up in front. Dozier swings at the 1-0 pitch. Pops it up to short. Gregorius is there, 1 away. And that'll bring up Joe Mauer, and that'll bring us to the Jeep Hitter Scouting Report on Joe.
Well, he's been a stretch run star, 375 batting average in September. Just a great all-around hitter. Going oppo 37% of the time, which is the highest in the American League. 1,722 games, all with the Twins. And one active player has more games with one franchise. You know who that is, Michael?
Wow, that's good. Let me guess.
Don't peek at my paper.
Nope. Give me a hint. American League or Nationals?
Catcher.
Okay. That would be Yadier Molina?
You got it.
Yeah?
You're pretty good at these games. You've been on fire this homestand. You know that?
Yeah, but that was too good of a hint. But thank you.
For the compliment or for the question?
For the hint. He has one more year left on his contract, Mauer. And I don't think he's old enough that he'd want to retire. And I wonder what the Twins would do. You know, his contract is so much more money than they want to pay one player, and they're getting young. Would he just retire or go play for another team? And how odd would that be for him? Again, he's from the Twin Cities.
Yeah, that comes to a point in time where, you know, you've made your money, you've had your career financially, where, you know, if you just want to play at home and play for a team, possibly give them somewhat of a break. Obviously, you're not going to take an outrageous pay cut, but if you want to be part of this organization, that might have to be in the cards.
That strains that he was a great defensive catcher. I believe he won 3 Gold Gloves, and now he's turned into a really outstanding first baseman. So he's mastered 2 positions. But his knees kind of giving out. I figured if he's going to last this contract and be a player that will give us something offensively, we've got to get him out from behind the plate. Ground ball, short. Gregorius gets Mauer. 2 outs. Polanco takes a strike. The 0-1. 0-2.
As most of the Twins hitters do, you see first pitch inside, good solid swing, next pitch away, batter tries to take it away. I mean, they cover the pitches in and out by using the whole field. Harder lineup to pitch to as a pitcher than, you know, straight pull, home run hitting team.
Now, Paul mentioned in the scouting report, CeCe has 7 days between starts, and he does not pitch as well with longer rest, but he has come to the realization it's better for me at this stage of my career. He said the time off really does help. Skied the other way. Slices foul into the seats. And the pitch. Still 1-2. Pitch is high. 2-2 on Polanco. Polanco reached on a bunt single in the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3rd inning, 2-1 Twins. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 78 miles an hour. Polanco down on strikes. But the Twins take the lead. The number 9 hitter, Max Kepler, crushes a pitch off the facing of the second deck. When it lands, it's 2-1 Twins.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China and then pay your roommate back for the lo mein from Chinatown.
Thanks, dude. Dang on it, bro.
PayPal can do that. PayPal lets you pay friends back fast, so you can all chip in for gas and start your road trip off right.
Car's ready?
Wrong car.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. You guys want to check it out?
It's someone else's car.
What is this?
It's the all-new Chevy Equinox.
This feels like a luxury SUV.
Your car's here.
Bummer.
Do we have to take that one back?
Wah, wah.
Can I take this one home?
Current qualified Chevrolet lessees can get this all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox LT for around $199 a month, or get $2,500 total cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
What about Slammin' Stanton?
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. The Stanton of SWAT, the King of Ding, the 4-bagger with swagger.
America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
When you've been making premium all-beef Franks for over 100 years, you know what it takes to be an MVP. Check out our all-star recipe gallery of fan-submitted MVP dogs and submit yours at nathansfamous.com/MVP.
At the stadium as the Yankees wrap up this set with the Twins. Coverage begins at 12:30 with the Chevy Yankees pregame. Then we'll have the call right here on Yes. And if you can't watch on TV, then I'll stream the game live on the Fox Sports Go app.
Getting so pro on my phone now I can do that. Pretty
No,
cool. Pretty cool stuff.
I love it when I'm doing a game and you text me, what just happened there? I mean, I know you're watching on your phone. And tomorrow you get a chance to see Luis Severino against Bartolo Colon. And our coverage will begin at 12:30 right here on Yes. I had a long talk with Colon at the beginning of the series. We both talked about what a burden it is to have a nickname like Big Sexy. Both of us share that. So,
Who really owns up to it, though, Michael? That's the question.
One. I'll tell you, when he was here, Paul, I've never seen a guy who just like had more fun being around a baseball field. Like, he was kind of goofy and stuff, but everybody
People
loved
like
him.
it.
Yeah,
It's just the way it is. You know, a lot of people say, there's still people in the game that you played against. I can CC Sabathia tonight, Cologne tomorrow. I mean, I feel right at home. Then you go to the next series, and the guy's born in 1996.
2-2 on Sanchez. Swing and a miss. Sanchez chases a pitch out of the zone. One away. Swing and a miss. Gregorius walked in the first. It's tough to walk, Dede. He doesn't walk that much. 1-1. Berrios has walked only 4% of the righties he's faced. Major league average for a pitcher walks 8%. But he's faced lefties, and he walks them 11% of the time. So you wonder if he has trouble commanding that side of the plate. Or he's just being more careful.
It's a pitch he's not getting right there is the outside corner to lefties. So he keeps staring in there. Talked about that sharp curveball. You've seen it there. It breaks right down and in on lefties. Just under the bat. Tough pitch for lefties to hit. They're so susceptible to wanting to hit that low and inside pitch.
That one is ripped to right field. It is a base hit. It'll bang up against the wall. Kepler plays the carom, fires in, and Gregorius has himself a double.
I see the difference in these two pitches, Michael. Same pitch count. Same pitch trying to be thrown. A sharp breaker. See that go down and in? And then the last pitch tried to do the same thing, and just watch how flat it gets. It just gives the hitter a chance to get that barrel to it. Same pitch, just not thrown in the same spot. It's up with a double.
So now the tying run at second base. And here's Chase Headley, who struck out looking in the first inning.
You know, it goes back to the point that, Michael, that hitters hit mistakes. You know, the first curveball we showed there was a perfect curveball. And then all of a sudden you don't snap it off enough, so it becomes a little mistake over the middle of the plate. Hitters hit mistakes. If pitchers make their pitches, but how often can you make 5, 6, 7 consecutive good pitches?
I guess that's the reason that hitters get so angry when they miss a pitch that they think they should hit, because you just don't get that many mistakes.
Sooner or later, you know, they're going to make their pitch, and that's what's tough. When you foul the good pitches off to hit, then you've really given them an opportunity to put you away.
Bottom of the 8th inning at Camden Yards, 0-0. Red Sox and the Orioles. There's a strike to Headley, 2-1. Now, Alex Gordon of the Royals just hit a home run off Ryan Tepera in Toronto. Toronto 5-2 over KC, top of the 8th. But the story there is that's the 5,694th home run in Major League Baseball this season. And that breaks the all-time record, which was set in 2000.
Which is amazing. I mean, with 2 weeks left in the season, you've already broke the all-time high.
Yep.
What happens when you have rookies break into the game and hit 44 so far their first year, huh?
That does help. Rounded foul.
Taveras is having a hard time putting Yankee hitters away. Seems like he's able to get 2 strikes. Not able to make that good pitch for the strikeout. The case right here with Chase Headley, a couple fouls ball. Brett Gardner earlier, Didi.
Two at the end of the bat sends a couple Twins sprawling. Swing and a miss. Headley down on strikes.
Boy, humped up at 96 and got it by Chase Headley in the upper part of the strike zone after a couple curveballs. Good four-seam fastball right through him. Actually just got a piece of that. Jimenez was able to hold on. You can see why the Minnesota Twins are excited about the future. Berrios, I mean, he does have a sharp breaking curveball, 96, 97, with a good sinker at 95. So he's got some weapons out there as a pitcher. Not a very big guy either to generate that much velocity.
That one is punched up the middle, but slows down for Dozier, who gets Castro for the final out. No runs hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Let's go to the 4th.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China and then pay your roommate back for the lo mein from Chinatown.
Thanks, dude. Dang on it, bro.
PayPal can do that. PayPal lets you pay friends back fast, so you can all chip in for gas and start your road trip off right.
What about Slammin' Stanton?
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. The Stanton of SWAT, the king of ding, the 4-bagger with swagger.
America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
Nothing worth having comes easy. You have to get up every morning and put in the work. Time, effort, commitment. These are your tools. You have to understand that there are no shortcuts here. Whether you're playing in the majors or making seriously good bourbon, you know the greatest achievements in life don't just happen. They're earned.
Baseball break brought to you by T-Mobile. Red Sox have been hot the last 12 games. 9-3. They've averaged over 6 runs a game. Hitting .270, 11 home runs, ERA of 2.52. The bullpen 1.39. Second best in baseball since September 5th. The Indians with best at 0.47. Escobar swings and misses as we start the 4th inning. Twins up in this one on the Audi scoreboard 2-1. Grounded, foul, just foul. Escobar wrapped into a 6-4-3 double play with the bases loaded and nobody out in the first inning. That got a run in, but it kind of took the starch out of the rally. And then Buxton tapped back to the mound to end that inning. Chases a high fastball and goes down swinging, and that will bring up the aforementioned Buxton. And boy, can this guy do it all. Finally realizing the potential. 24 outs above average, meaning he gets the balls that he should get to and those that he shouldn't. Speed, 30.2 feet per second. That's the fastest in the major leagues. And then since July 4th in 52 games, a .332 hitter. He finally found it. 12 homers, 32 runs batted in. You pick a guy second in the draft, this is what you want him to become. Pitches high.
Reminds me a little bit of a guy I played with all the way through the minor leagues into the major leagues, Eric Davis. Cincinnati, Eric the Red. And I'm telling you what, I used to look over at him in the minor leagues. Weighed about 165 pounds, tremendous power, unbelievable speed.
Oh, what a play by Frazier. And he gets Buxton. Outstanding.
I'll tell you what, you talk about great reactions. He took a double or a triple away. No doubt about it. Todd Frazier, you can't get over how much his defense has meant to this team. Great play. You see that play in slow motion. I don't think you realize how quick you have to react and get rid of that ball.
And he's close. Has to guard against the bunt.
Well, back to, I was talking about looking over at Eric Davis. Faster, unbelievable power. It's just, you get the realization is like, well, this guy is just better than me. He can do every facet of the game better than I can.
Rosario grounds out to Bird, and that will do it. So Sabathia has retired 6 in a row since the home run by Kepler. And this helps that streak of 6 in a row. What a play by Todd Frazier, taking an extra base hit away from Buxton.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types, because sometimes debit makes sense. And other times, credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
What about Slammin' Stanton?
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. The Stanton of SWAT, the king of ding, the four-bagger with swagger.
America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
At Guinness, we believe a beer with refreshing taste can still have lots of flavor. Taste our golden beers, and you'll believe it too. Guinness Blonde American Lager. Hoppy, bright, complex. Guinness Irish Wheat. Crisp, zesty, citrus. Here's to a more refreshing summer.
Top of the fourth inning, helped by Todd Frazier for CC Sabathia. Audi scoreboard 2-1 Twins lead the Yankees. It'll be the bottom third of the Yankee order, starting with Jacoby Ellsbury, then Todd Frazier and Greg Bird. One and 0. Yesterday, Jacoby Ellsbury with 2 stolen bases. Gardner with 2 stolen bases. First time that's ever happened. The two of them playing together with the Yankees, each with 2 stolen bases in the same game. And Meredith Marakovich, they are amping up their running game a bit.
They are. You could tell they were more aggressive. Brett Gardner telling me he just felt like he had a better opportunity with the pitcher on the mound. The catcher felt good about trying to steal in those situations. But he also mentioned, as Jacoby Ellsbury hits one down the third base line,
got to finish the double, Meredith.
There for a double. Yeah, he also mentioned to me, Michael, the fact that there is a little bit of friendly competition between Jacoby Ellsbury and Brett Gardner. Gardner actually walked up to him after the game yesterday and said to Jacoby, "Is this what it takes for you to steal 2 bags? I have to steal 2 as well." Joking, of course, but said in all reality, he feels as though they're pushing each other right now, and it's coming at a good time because down the stretch, you can tell managers using their bullpen like it's playoff baseball right now. Runs are going to be at a premium as you go towards the end of the year and the playoffs, and the more aggressive they can be on the base pass, he feels as though the better off this team will be as a whole.
And another big hit for Ellsbury right there, that double down the left field line. He uses the whole field, Paul. That's why he's one of those players you don't see shifted against.
Yeah, and he has been lately. I mean, you've seen a lot of line drives to right, to left. I mean, he's just where the ball is pitched. See how late he swings. That's why he gets so many catcher's interferences, kind of drop the barrel of the bat actually behind him. But again, just keeps up his pace. Another double. Another opportunity for the Yankees to tie this game.
The 0-1. Fouled away. 0-2 on Frazier.
Michael, you were talking about it. It's why it's so frustrating as a player to miss your pitch. Watch Todd Frazier's reaction when he missed a fastball that he felt like he should get. Watch this, Michael. Fastball right there. You know it immediately. Man, I had a good pitch to hit, and I just missed it.
And that one just missed him. And now, Joe Girardi said they are not going to challenge. The home plate umpire, Gabe Morales, was waiting for them. They were checking their replays to see if it did, in fact, hit Todd Frazier. Two and two. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. They get Frazier for the first out.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He had his pitch early, but this is what happens when you foul off your good pitch and he makes a nasty one. A good curveball just off the outside corner.
Here's Greg Bird. Runner at second, now 1 out. 2-1 Twins, bottom of the 4th inning. One and 0.
Don't see much from Berrios that's straight. Good curveball we've talked about, but also using that sinking fastball a lot, especially the lefties.
One and two. Bird walked in the second inning.
Bird murmuring something. I could read the fastball. So, you always want to hit off the fastball as a hitter. You got to remind yourself. See, Michael, you do talk to yourself out there. Sometimes yourself doesn't listen, but you do talk to yourself.
I see people do it. I've never done it. I've seen you do it on the field.
Talk to me?
Yeah.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, you still do it?
Over a putt or something.
Yeah?
Got to get yourself attention once in a while. Make sure you're locked in, right?
Jody does every now and then. I go, what are you doing?
You got too many things going on in your head, man. You can't even talk to you. You can't have a little quiet time with yourself.
Here's the 1-2. 2-2. Leadoff double for Ellsbury. He's at second after Frazier struck out.
But that goes over well when you tell you, what are you doing to your wife?
Who are you talking to? Two. 3-2.
It's one thing when you watch Bird's at bats. He seldom leaves the strike zone, which obviously to be a good hitter, I mean, you've got to swing at strikes. And, he commands the strike zone. Seldom do you see him, swinging the balls outside the strike zone.
And the pitch. Rip foul. A little too quick on an off-speed pitch.
I'll tell you one thing, I think the ball boys are much improved over the years. That used to be balls ricocheting out in the outfield all the time. I actually felt sorry for them. These guys could pick it now. It's just a good take right there on a 3-2 pitch after, you've kind of been learned to think that he's going to continue to throw strikes. Takes a little bit off as a changeup, and as a hitter, you don't see a lot of young hitters that are very, very disciplined. And at this point right now, Bird way ahead of the curve.
So here's Gardner. He tied the game with an RBI double. Has an opportunity with a runner in scoring position again to tie the game and do more damage. 1-0. Alan Bushnevitz is up.
tell you, one thing tonight that the Yankees have been very good at, and that's to make Berrios work and not swinging at pitches out of the strike zone. Yeah, Allen, I think just going out there to give him a breather. It seems like he's really rushing through stuff. Molitor, knowing that bullpen is going, might need a little more time. This is a very pivotal hitter in Gardner right here. Whether you stay with him or go to the bullpen.
Neil really has the mouth covered so the Yankees can't read his lips. He also has 5 guys around him that will block it, but that's the new thing.
You slip a little mic out there, not even know, right?
True.
A little boom from up here, a little boom mic.
Bottom of the 9th inning at Camden Yards, 0-0.
Well, they've been playing extra innings. Boston has been, seems like every other night.
3-0 on Gardner.
Big man over there on deck. The usual 2-hitter, is it?
For sure. Three and one. In the bottom of the 9th inning at Camden Yards, Adam Jones just hit by a pitch. He's on first base. No outs. 0-0 game. Three 3-1. 3-2. Red Sox, amazingly, Paul, they're 14-3 in extra inning games this year.
Yeah, they've stole a couple recently. They stole the one in Tampa Bay the other night, the 15th. They stole the game last night. The Yankees obviously running out of time game-wise, and it's just because Boston has taken some games that they probably should not have won.
3-2. Grounded past the diving Maurer into right field. Here comes Ellsbury. Here's the throw. Not nearly in time. It's an RBI single for Gardner, and the game is tied at 2.
Just another quality at bat by Brett Gardner. This time he fouled off a couple pitches and then he pulls the ball in the hole. So just big hits to get the Yankees and Paul Molitor. That's about it. Out to the bullpen.
So that will do it for Berrios. And with Judge due up, he's going to call on Buznitz. So Buznitz against Judge. When we get back, game is tied at 2.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types, because sometimes debit makes sense. And other times, credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
Busy in here. Yeah, those are my extra searchers.
Kayak can't search hundreds of exercises to find the right one, but it can search hundreds of travel sites to find the right flight. Compare hundreds of travel sites at once. Kayak, search one and done.
What about Slammin' Stanton?
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. The Stanton of SWAT, the King of Ding, the four-bagger with swagger.
America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
This month at DQ, we're calling all chocolate cake lovers.
If you'll indulge me, I'd love to tell you about our indulgent best chocolate cake blizzard. It's chocolatey. Velvety. Yes, it is rich. Much like my phone voice.
The new DQ Best Chocolate Cake Blizzard and Molten Lava Cake a la mode.
Welcome to Dairy Queen.
Is brought to you in part by Hanneken. Open your world. By People's United Bank N.A. Keep business at hand with mobile cash management. And by Infinity. Empower the drive. Visit your tri-state area Infinity retailer for a test drive today. Well, the ballpark looks great from the outside and inside as well, although Jose Berrios certainly not enjoying it. 3 1/3 innings, 5 hits. He threw 90 pitches. The 2 runners on base certainly are his responsibility. So they call in another right-hander, and it's Alan Buznitz. This will be his 24th game. Buznitz against Judge. One and 0. One. How the game has changed, Paul. So I just look at the velocity. He's got 95. And in my mind, I go, I guess he doesn't throw that home.
Exactly. He's kind of the mid-range guy. I'll tell you what, Aaron Judge has had some really good swings tonight. That last swing, ball was a little out of the strike zone, but a good swing. Last time up, just hammered the ball, but just popped it up a little bit, 400-foot fly ball. Good pitch.
1 and 2. That one gets away from Jimenez as the runners move up. Bird to third, Gardner to second.
It's just a little overthrown, just kind of tugged it. Not much of a chance. It just can't react that quick off the end of the glove, but a big opportunity for the Yankees now, and Aaron Judge to make contact.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. First base open. Runners on second and third. 2-2 game, bottom of the 4th. Deep drive, right field. Kepler back. He's on the track. He'll make the catch. Tagging his Bird. He'll score. Gardner moves to third. It's a sac fly for Judge. And the Yankees lead for the first time tonight, 3-2.
Very smart hitting by Aaron Judge. Kind of stayed inside the ball. Hit it to right field, was not going to pull off that pitch, got the run in, just missed hitting it in the seats. And watch how his hands stay inside and you stay through the ball this way. Much different than you saw a week or two ago. I'll tell you what, that's a good, disciplined way of getting a guy in from third base when you need a big run.
That is Judge's 98th run batted in of the season. Berrios, that run belongs to him. It's on his ledger. Gardner also his responsibility. Here's Sanchez. Swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Nice block by Jimenez.
See He's talking to himself, Mike. Telling himself, what are you doing here? Jumped out at that slider. You got to see the ball first. That's what he's saying.
Well, they go to the 10th inning at Camden Yards.
0-0. That doesn't happen very often in Camden Yards. You know that?
No.
Great hitter's ballpark.
So the Red Sox have the best record in extra innings at 14-3. Baltimore second at 12-3. The Yankees are 5-6 in extra inning games this year. Oh, and 2. So the Yankees lead 3-2. Fly ball. Right center, over his Buxton. He makes the play, and that will do it. But the Yankees take the lead. 2 runs, 2 hits. 1 man left. We go to the 5th.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types, because sometimes debit makes sense. And other times, credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
What about slamming Stanton?
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. The Stanton of SWAT, the king of ding, the 4-bagger with swagger.
America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
Sometimes, all it takes to reach your goal is a little assistance. Introducing new Total Body Stretch from Massage Envy. Professionally assisted stretching to help you get the results you can't achieve on your own. Total Body Stretch can help you become more flexible, more mobile, and improve your performance. Introducing new Total Body Stretch from Massage Envy. Get more out of your 7th inning stretch with the Stretto method. Massage Envy.
Thanks, Bob. Today's pitching matchup brought to you by People's United Bank N.A. The starters, Berrios is done, 1 out into the 4th inning, allowed 3 runs. Sabathia, 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, has not walked a batter, struck out 4, and he's out there to start the 5th inning. And Grossman takes a strike. GMC scoreboard, 3-2. The Yankees lead.
You know, I had my earphones off, Michael. What important news did Bob give?
Great catch by Jackie Bradley to rob a home run from Chris Davis.
That's why we're in the 10th.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob.
I have a feeling that Bob is itching to tell us more. We could hear from him at any moment. Any moment.
Right back to him?
Yeah. Grounded foul.
Do we have to go to Bob, or he just cuts in when he wants?
No, we have to go.
That's right.
There's some rules in this world.
Not in this booth, though.
No.
Just in the world.
See, Dylan G is heating up. You look at the Twins and say, well, who would the Twins start in a wild card game? And obviously, they'd probably want to start Urban Santana. But they're not in a position that they can hold Irvin Santana back. They might need him on that Sunday to get the wild card.
You get there any way you can. You worry about those things when you get there. You just cannot think about setting up pitching staffs. You don't have that luxury when it's this close.
The Yankees have a little bit more of a luxury because it looks like they're in good shape for the first wild card. They're trying to catch the Red Sox, obviously, and that's why they did what they did with Severino, starting him tomorrow. You see the wild card race. The Yankees have a 5-game lead over the Twins. So the Twins 1 game in front of the Angels in the loss column. And the Angels are playing the Indians tonight. And that starts at 10:07. 2-2. But the Yankees have Severino starting tomorrow because that sets him up for 3 more starts. That one, next week, and then if need be, he could go on Sunday. And if it is a fait accompli, they wouldn't catch the Red Sox, and he set up to pitch a wild card game. Grounded to short, and they get Grossman for the first out. I told you, Paul. Bob
Let's
has
go to
more.
Bob. All right.
Well, thank you, Bob. We go from Olsen to the Twins, and it's in the 5th inning, 3-2, Yankees lead.
Wow, I see what you're doing.
And Jimenez takes outside 1-0.
Reading page 6 a lot, aren't you? You got all the names.
It's where I start, my friend.
That's it. Is that right?
Got to know the important stuff in the world. There's a strike, 1-1. In all your years playing for the Yankees, did you ever make page 6?
Yeah, and it was a lie. It was unbelievable. There was a little thing that somebody told me that you got to see this. I was seen in Soho. I didn't know where Soho was. I mean, it must have been somebody that looked like me. I was shopping in Soho. What do you buy in Soho?
There's a lot of stuff to
Like
buy in
just
Soho
cool
now.
clothes
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. I'll never forget that. That's funny you brought that up.
Two-one. Fly ball right field. Judge is there. 2 away.
Some short news. You put me on page 6, huh? Not
Big
a lot
name.
going on.
They're a big name. If you were shopping in Soho, that's a big deal.
Really? I'd have to find out how to get there first.
Also, they had the wrong O'Neill shopping.
Oh,
That would be Neville.
yeah.
Here's Max Kepler.
You know, we're having the same kind of week, Michael. You know, you lost your wallet at the soccer game, right?
Right.
I lost my credit card today. It fell out of my phone on the golf course.
Did they find it?
Well, no, but Emily's going through, like, giving me every question. What kind of, what number? I'm like, no, I don't know anything. It's just, I swipe and I leave. I don't have to pay. It's great. We had to go through the whole thing. And I got a feeling my credit card is not going to show up like your wallet did. So
It could.
Yeah.
If you were at a nice golf club.
Some gopher from the golf course going to bring it over tonight?
Could be. Or a caddy could pick it up. Probably thinks he gets a big reward from you.
Oh, yeah.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Kepler down on strikes, and CeCe's dealing after the Kepler home run. He's retired 9 in a row. We're halfway through. 3-2 Yanks.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types, because sometimes debit makes sense, and other times credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
Slammin' Stanton.
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. The Stanton of SWAT, the king of ding, the four-bagger with swagger.
America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
Finally, partner. Our own office.
Never gonna forget this day.
Selfie?
Yeah.
Okay, desk in the background.
Okay.
Best day ever.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi, we've had some property damage. Please tell me we're covered.
Yes, don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
Thank you. Thanks.
Powered by Delta, we fly to the most destinations from New York City to get you where you're going. Delta, keep climbing. And by Ford, the official truck of the New York Yankees. Dylan G will take over. Four starts. This will be his 15th game. So he takes over for Buznitz, who came on to get the final 2 outs of the 4th. GMC scoreboard, Yankees lead 3-2. Bottom of the 10th inning in Baltimore, 0-0. Gregorius has walked and doubled. Wrapped to right field, sinking liner, and Kepler stays with it to make the play.
Bad luck for Didi. Good at bat, good swing. One of those atom balls. Kepler had all kind of problems. These are, again, when balls are hit this hard, two-seam fastball, boom, it kind of knuckles. And it's right at you. You don't get a read on it. And it kind of sinks at the end. And yes, Mo, you see you get it right in front of your face, and sometimes you can lose it.
That didn't feel good. So Headley will take first.
I don't even want to.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I was going to say, I don't even want to say where I think this hit him.
Oh, my goodness.
I was just dumbfounded because he kind of smiled at Girardi, but oh, well.
I would think that as a DH, he's probably not wearing a cup.
Well, you better be, or he'd be in the hospital right now, I tell you that.
Wow. You ever watch something on TV when someone gets hurt, you could feel it?
Oh.
That's how I just felt.
Wow, he's in a lot better mood than we'd be in, huh?
2-0.
Joe Mauer's probably tired when he goes home. It's like therapy to everybody over there, talking to everybody. Probably the umpire, too.
I think I've asked you this. Who was the chattiest first baseman that you dealt with?
Let me think here. Give me a little moment on that.
All right.
Let it come back. You know who used to talk a lot was Cecil Fielder
Really?
when he was in Detroit. Yeah. He would talk a lot.
He talked a lot when he got here.
Sure. Still talking. Yeah.
Two 2-1. Base hit. Castro rips a single to left field.
Well, you're starting to see a few better swings. They're not consistent enough, but you're seeing some good swings in the middle of his at-bats now. See how much more square he is to the ball, not pulling off as much. See, in the next week or so, you'd love to see him kind of take off offensively. I mean, again, he was one of your 300 hitters for most of the year. He's got that type of swing where if he stays in there, uses right center, uses the whole field, he's a 300 hitter.
Here's Ellsbury. Yankees lead 3-2, looking for more, and he rips one foul.
Once in a while, as a hitter, you see Ellsbury kind of talking to himself. You pull the trigger just a little bit too quick. You see the ball so well. Just pull it a little too quick and just hook it foul.
Bo Shears is warming up. Buddy Bo Shears. Grounded to first, grabbed there by Mauer. He'll step on the bag for the second out. Runners move up. And that brings up Todd Frazier.
You know, in spite of what he's asking, did that really hit you where I thought that hit you? Yeah. He's covered his mouth while he asked him to.
Second and third. And a strike from Dylan G.
Definitely been kind of a pattern to Todd Frazier. It's, strike one away, then it's kind of move him off the plate before you go away again. They've stood him up a few times coming inside.
Numbers do not look good in these situations as he punches one foul into the first row and out.
These are such big times in the game, too. 3-2 right here. Base hit could score 2.
They go to the 11th in Baltimore. 0-0. Bottom of the 5th inning, Yankees lead 3-2. Two and two. Three and two on Frazier.
That part of the plate's definitely been a tighter call tonight. Ball right in on the inside corner to the righty and lefty away. And it's been a ball all night there. But again, if you work the other side of the corner, you might get a little bit off the plate. Been very consistent at calling that a ball all night, Gabe Morales.
And Frazier works a walk. That'll load the bases for Greg Bird.
That's a big walk right there. And again, Paul Molitor going to go out and match up with Todd Frazier. 2 strikes, ball off the plate. Just hand the baton to the next guy. Bird, big opportunity.
So they will go to Buddy Boshears. Boshears against Bird. Bases loaded, bottom of the 5th. 3-2 Yanks.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China and then pay your roommate back for the lo mein from Chinatown.
Thanks, dude. Dang on it, bro.
PayPal can do that. PayPal lets you pay friends back fast, so you can all chip in for gas and start your road trip off right.
What about Slammin' Stanton?
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. The Stanton of SWAT, the king of ding, the 4-bagger with swagger.
America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar, with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news, some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
18,000 guests in attendance receive a pair of Yankees sunglasses courtesy of Realtor.com. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com, visit the Yankee Stadium ticket window, Yankees clubhouse shops, or you can call Ticketmaster at 877-469-9849. So So Buddy Boshears comes in, inherits bases loaded, 2 outs. This will be his 35th game. So he'll face Greg Bird. Headley at third, Castro at second, Frazier is at first. Bird has walked twice tonight. And a breaking ball drops in there for a strike.
Yeah, good breaking ball. See the stitching on his glove? I've never seen it. And it's just like a baseball. Pretty cool stuff, huh?
That is nice. One and one. One and two on Bird.
So Michael, you brought up last night, I think you said that the Twins had 14 people in their bullpen. Every time we look out there, somebody else is up. A shortage of bodies out there.
When they walked out in the first inning, it looked like a battalion.
A rugby team.
Amazing. They travel in groups. Rounded to first, and off the glove of Maurer. Everyone will be safe. Headley scores, and the Yankees lead 4-2 on the error by Maurer.
A big run for the Yankees and an unusual error on Maurer. We've talked about his defensive skills. Ball is hit hard. Let's see if it comes up on him. It just came off the heel of his glove. Very surprising. You don't see it very often. Again, a huge break for the Yankees. Yeah, everybody's questioning Chase Headley over there. I'll tell you one thing, they are happy that he crossed that plate, put another run on the board.
Here's Brett Gardner. RBI double, RBI single. And he has a 10-game hitting streak. And he has great numbers at the bases loaded. This season, 6 for 11. Career, 368. You know, they walk out together, Paul. This was the scene before the game, but they come in one by one during the game.
That's right.
It's a lot of guys.
It's like a herd of geese. They're kind of in a triangle, blocking the wind for each other.
Now, to get an idea of the type of first baseman Maurer is, he has 7 defensive runs saved, and that's third best at first base in the American League. Number 1 is Carlos Santana, tied with Mitch Moreland. Both of them have saved 8. Well, Maurer just gave one up. That one is popped up to short. Polanco is there, and that will do it. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 very painful hit by pitch, and 1 big error.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China, and then pay your roommate back for the lo mein from Chinatown.
Thanks, dude. They not a bro.
PayPal can do that. PayPal lets you pay friends back fast, so you can all chip in for gas and start your road trip off right.
What about slamming Stanton?
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. The Stanton of SWAT, the king of ding, the 4-bagger with swagger.
America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
Sideline reporter for the Nets. So Nets do a great job. Ian Eagle and Ryan Rucco with the play-by-play. So their broadcast is outstanding. It'll be even better. The O2. And Mike Fratello is going to move from a game broadcast to the studio. So he's going to get to eat all of Bob Lorenz's chocolates. Ground ball to short. Dozier is out. That's the top of the 11th inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs for the Red Sox. Wild pitch. Red Sox take the lead. 1-0.
Buck's got to be just pulling his hair out. It's just one of those years, man. You know, as we go along here, it's just CC Sabathia again. It's just another great performance to this point. Command of the breaking ball, enough fastballs to keep hitters honest. Good pitches by inning. I mean, he's pretty much done everything, and especially thinking back to the first inning, bases loaded, getting out of that jam with only 1 run. That changes the whole persona of this game. You throw a 3-spot or a 4-spot up, it changes the whole feel of the game.
Two-all.
Had good luck with Minnesota in his career. 18-9. It's a pretty good year against one team, right?
6-1 while with the Yankees. Ground ball and pass to diving Gregorius, a base hit for Maurer. Second hit of the night.
That's why Joe Mauer is so hard to defense. I mean, he does hit the ball the other way. He can pull the ball. We talked earlier in the scouting report. 37% of the time, which is top in the AL. Puts the ball the other way. Just out of the reach. Can't even draw leather if you need it.
That one is ripped to left field. Cutting over is Gardner. Mauer is going to go for third. The throw comes into second. And it's first and third and one man out for the Twins.
Yeah, good smart play by Brett Gardner to throw to second. So we're taking a gamble with Mauer, who runs pretty well at this point, by not being a catcher. They keep the double play in order. Ball line to left, not hit really hard. See Mauer already rounding the base. Why take a chance? Keep that double play in order. Give CC an opportunity to get out of this with a double play ball. You know how those plays are made, Michael? It's rehearsing the play before it happens. If this ball's hit to me, down the line, boom, I'm going to second. Instead of just instinctively, boom, the ball's hit to you and you go after Mauer. Next thing you know, you've got second and third.
Chad Green is up. That one is looped to second base. Castro makes the catch for the second out to retire Escobar.
CeCe's done a great job with men in scoring position in the first with a jam shot double play, and right here, his ability to throw that cut fastball in on the hitter's hands. Jam him, not allow him to get it out of the infield. That's a big out. He's got an opportunity to get out of this inning now. This ball just gets in on the handle. The ball won't. Just don't have any power when you get jammed.
There's Buxton. Want to know. So 2-0 on Buxton. Eddie Rosario is on deck.
Yeah, dangerous pitch here. Buxton, obviously we talked about his home run power recently. Sitting on a pitch inside here. You got to be really careful here, CC.
Runner goes from first. No throw. A stolen base for Polanco.
And young team that will bunt, will run. Kind of push the issue a little bit. Depending on how big the game is, really doesn't matter. You have to stick with what got you here, and that's who the Minnesota Twins are. Now they're going to walk Buxton, get to the lefty.
And that stolen base, if you really want Buxton to hit, is not a good idea then.
You're also sending a guy to the plate with 26 home runs. It's been one of your studs all year.
High fly ball. Deep left, backing up Gardner on the track. He'll make the play for the final out.
What a great job by CC Sabathia to change the game right there.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and the bases are left loaded. Gardner moved way back, used up a lot of real estate, and hauled it in for the final out.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China, and then pay your roommate back for the lo mein from Chinatown.
Thanks, dude. They not it, bro.
PayPal can do that. PayPal lets you pay friends back fast, so you can all chip in for gas and start your road trip off right.
What about Slammin' Stanton?
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, T-Mobile's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB. The Stanton of SWAT, the king of ding, the 4-bagger with swagger.
America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
Yes, 9 o'clock works for me. Bye. Another referral. Our customers love us.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi. I'm at a customer's home and we've broken something very expensive. Am I covered?
Yes. Don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
It's okay.
Here we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Another 6-inning strong performance by Sabathia. And a new pitcher, Ryan Presley, comes on for the Minnesota Twins. And he'll face 2, 3, and 4 in the Yankee order. Judge, Sanchez, and Gregorius. So Judge with a sac fly his last time up, his 98th run batted in. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He singled in the first inning, a deep fly ball to center in the second, then the sac fly to right in the fourth. And Presley deals a strike.
Aaron Judge, if you look back, he's had 3 solid at-bats coming into this at-bat. Just missed a couple balls and had a great at-bat his first time up. Finding a ball to left center. The nights where, you know, if Aaron Judge puts together 3, 4, 5 good at-bats, chances are he's going to go home with a home run.
Two and 1. He's at 44. He's 5 away from the rookie record held by Mark McGwire. McGwire set that in '89 with the Oakland Athletics. Now, you remember McGwire in '89. He was a tall, skinny kid. Came out, hit all those home runs.
Right out of USC, right?
Yep. I stand corrected. It was 87 for McGwire. It was 49 and 87. I don't know why I thought 89, so I apologize.
I accept your apology.
Thank you. I hope everybody else does. Announced crowd of 30,218 here at Yankee Stadium. Start of the game delayed an hour and 5 minutes because of rain. There's a base hit through the shift. 3 infielders on the left side, but Judge found a hole for a single, his second hit of the night.
Another at bat with 2 or 3 good swings, and they got a breaking ball. Stayed on it enough to drive it into a hole.
Well, Adam Jones now has reached second base with 2 outs on a throwing error by Rafael Devers. The game should have been over, so the Orioles have a chance with the tying run at second in the bottom of the 11th. Red Sox lead 1-0. Here's Gary Sanchez. There's a base hit to left center field. Judge round second. He's going to go to third. Throw comes to second. And Sanchez with a single. Yankees set up first and third, nobody out.
Boy, this is just good offense now. Every inning, it seems like they're putting the pressure on the Twins. Good at bat by Judge. And a nice line drive by Sanchez. Another slider again. Lined into left center. Judge gets a good read. Rosario has to cut this ball off. No way for him to reverse pivot and wheel to third. Another shot for Didi.
Gregorius walked, doubled, and a fly ball to right. Hit the ball very well on the one to right field. Well, it's over in Baltimore. The Red Sox hold on. They win 1-0. Another extra inning win for Boston. They are now 15-3 in extra innings, the best in baseball. Well, you look at the players involved right now. Judge, a rookie. Sanchez only played 2 months last year. Didi, a young shortstop. That's why what the Yankees are doing this year is so great, because you just know the future is even better than what's happening right now. Good young players. More coming. The 2-1. Lined right at Dozier for the first out. We go back to Bob Lorenz for another update. Bob. Thank you, Bob. Back here at 4-2 Yankees, bottom of the 6th inning. So the Red Sox, a half game over the Yankees. They gain, but if the Yankees win, then it goes back to 3. Nick Turley is up. Now, just to realize how impressive 15-3 in extra innings happens to be, there have been 2,482 team seasons since 1901. And Boston's 15-3 record in extra innings ranks 25th of all time. That's in the top 1% of all games and seasons, should I say, played. Headley, foul ball, 0-2. Grounded foul.
Big difference in Chase Headley earlier in the year when he was struggling a little bit. He would get behind in the count, and it was almost like everything was in fast motion, and he was in a panic mode. And now you see, 0-2, he fouls the ball off, he takes a pitch, he fights his way back into the count. And as you do that as a hitter, you become more comfortable every single at pitch. Chad Green, who's been so fantastic this year, going to come in and going to give the Yankees a few innings. Another great performance from CC Sabathia. You look at what turned this game around, and it was the first inning and the 6th inning, being able to battle out of those jams.
Swing and a miss. Headley down on strike, so 2 away now, runners on the corners.
Presley finally got that good slider that he wanted towards the back knee. See that, Michael? Sometimes you just got to live Moss. Huh?
I do.
That's right. You run to the border once in a while?
Sure do. So here's Castro with a walk and a single. He's 1 for 2. There's a ground ball right side past a diving Dozier into right field. Judge scores. It's an RBI single for Castro, and the Yankees lead 5-2.
You're starting to see Castro use a lot more of the field, and all of a sudden you're starting to see some hits and some runs batted in. Such a better hitter when he stays in there and uses the other side of the field at times. There are going to be times where you look to drive the ball, but runners in scoring position, any way you can get him in. Nice job of hitting by Castro.
That'll bring up Ellsbury.
You look at Aaron Judge over there in the dugout. That was his AL leading 118th run scored. Jimenez not real happy with the way that ended up. Both runners move up. Pitches has got his glove caught the wrong way, kind of ricocheted over towards the third baseline. Hesitated and didn't flip that glove around to, kind of smother that pitch.
So an intentional walk now to Ellsbury after the wild pitch. And the base is loaded for Todd Frazier.
You talk about trying to just bust a game wide open. Todd Frazier right here.
Breaking ball. Hits the inside corner. Just got a piece to stay alive.
Well, Presley going to the breaking ball, this whole at bat, and Frazier seeing it, but not much you can do with this pitch right here. Surprised he got a piece of it. Watch, this ball's in the other batter's box. Is having a little tough time this inning. He's been all right, but all of a sudden you're going to clank this one. This might have got a call.
Might have dropped a strike.
Every time when there's a catcher, you see Presley's reaction. This ball's caught at strike 3 at 97. It's off the heel of the glove. Umpires aren't going to call that very often when it goes off the heel.
And the 1-2. Missed outside at 97 miles an hour.
Presley got a good arm, good breaking ball, and a good arm with 97 on his fastball. Very surprised if Todd Frazier sees another fastball in this count.
Ground ball is short. And Polanco makes a play, and that will do. But the Yankees do get a run on 3 hits, and the bases are left loaded. Let's go to the 7th.